Arsenal news, Petr Cech has pleaded for patience from Arsenal fans. Image, Getty. The Gunners were very much second best on their own turf against defending champions Manchester City on Sunday, with the 2-0 scoreline flattering the home side, mainly due to the interventions of Cech. Emery now needs to bounce back against Cech's former club Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. Defeat would mean suffering the ignominy of becoming the first man appointed permanent Arsenal manager to lose his first 2 games in charge in over 100 years. Which Arsenal lost to Aston Villa and Liverpool in George Morel's first 2 games at the helm, although in fairness even the great Herbert Chapman could manage no better than a defeat and a draw from his opening 2 matches in charge at a club he would eventually lead to 3 successive title successes. The fact is that Arsenal fans are simply not used to managerial change, and Cech, a seasoned veteran of a new boss coming in, says it is something that takes a bit of getting used to. Every manager brings his new way of thinking, new motivation, new philosophy and new energy as well. Petr Cech, the fans have to understand that when you start building a new team with a new manager and a completely new way, it may take time, he said. I was at Chelsea for 11 years and I had 9 or 10 managers, so I'm kind of used to it. Every manager brings his new way of thinking, new motivation, new philosophy and new energy as well. We have been working really well and really hard to make a step forward in our preparation, and although the result was negative, there were a lot of positives. We need to adjust a few things, but we are on a good way. Obviously, in City we faced probably the biggest favorite to win the title. Next week we have another big game, but we will be better prepared because we have this game behind us. Arsenal news, Unai Emery now needs to bounce back against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. Image, Getty. And I believe we pushed them more than Chelsea did in the Community Shield. We forced them into a few mistakes with our pressing, we built up from the back, and even when we knew the pressure was coming, we managed to get out, and we didn't want to give them the ball easily so they can just control the game all day. We set this out and you need to be brave to do that and carry on. Even when you know the pressure is coming, and we managed to do so. Yes, there are things we obviously need to improve the second phase to go through that build-up, but overall it was a positive performance. That said, Avram Grant was the only one of the veteran goalkeepers managers at Chelsea, including caretaker Ray Wilkins, to lose his first game in charge. And the 36-year-old has enough to think about after admitting Emery has given him no guarantees over his own position following the £22.5 million signing of Germany international Bernd Leno. Arsenal news, Bernd Leno signed for £22.5 million as competition for Petr Cech. Image, Getty. We all came to the pre-season to fight for the spot. Every player always wants to be in the lineup, and it is the same with us goalkeepers, he said. On Saturday, I was told I was starting the game, and from now on it will be up to me how well I play and whether the manager wants me. So we will see. If you perform, you have a chance to play as many games as you can, and I will do that. It was a challenge and obviously I was happy to get the nod, but nothing is finished. You have to work hard to retain the spot.